You ain't a cop, you're a working man.
That's right. Let's play.
I had a great time watching this movie. I was in a press screening for it, which is awesome because it's meant to be seen on the big screen. I took so many notes throughout it. And I want to start by asking one thing I kept making tallies of throughout this film. Did you set the record for most amount of on-screen kills by Jason Statham in A Working Man?
I may have. There's definitely quite a few. He gets busy for sure.
Yeah, it seems like every 5 minutes, there was like another 3 bodies. And I was like, I've seen Statham do some crazy stuff. It seems like this was the one that things were going really crazy in. I also wanted to touch on the heart in this movie, though, too. Obviously, there's a lot of action throughout the second and third act, but there's a very crucial family element that begins with Michael Peña's character and his daughter. And we see that kind of carry out throughout. How important was it to you to make sure that there was a lot of heart in this movie that is, so captained by action?
I mean, that's everything for me. It's all about character. It's all about the characters' hearts. And, Jason is so good at playing this everyman and this kind of like guy next door with a troubled past. And to give him, an emotional motivation, to give him this adopted family that's taking care of him, that he can then return the favor and take care of. I mean, that's the movie for me. And the action, look, I'm not going to lie. I love the action and I love the fights and I love all that. But when you can ground it with believable character and some soul, then it's just an amazing cocktail.
Yeah, you made a little film back in 2016. I know everyone talks to you about it, called Suicide Squad. And the reason why I bring that up is because Suicide Squad, to me, is my first memory of a film's title being deliberately said by a character. What are we? We're the Patsies? We some kind of Suicide Squad? I caught you do it again in this movie too. You ain't a cop, you a working man. Is that a deliberate choice by you to name drop the title in your movie? And if so, how important is it to you to place it in the right position?
I mean, it's definitely something I've gotten away with in the past. It's in Training Day for sure. It's fun when you can pull it off. It's a lot of fun when it works, and it can be really inspirational.
It works in this movie. I fist pumped at it. I was like, let's go. It feels like now we're starting to rev up, and that just, like I said, the action goes crazy in the third act, and considering where we were before the title was name dropped, I was like, oh boy, we're in for a ride. I do bring up Suicide Squad. I do got to ask the man himself. Zach made crazy headlines with James Gunn the other day when they posted a photo together. What would it take for you to head back to DC? Is there anything?
The door's always open. The door's always open. I had a lot of fun working there, and James is a great guy, and I think they're going to have a really good run.
Is it still Suicide Squad for you if the door stays open, or are there other characters you have your mind on?
I'm open to anything.
Okay, well here's hoping we could see David Ayer reunite with DC. Something that could be in your future based on how this film ends. It feels like you set up A Working Man to be a franchise. Am I wrong in saying that?
I mean, I'd be curious to see where Levin goes from here, and he may have some unfinished business. So, there may be something there.
Okay, yeah, because the way the criminal empire unfolds and the way the new layers continue to unfold around it, I'm like, I don't know if this thing will ever be truly dead. And on that note, too, David Harbour's character, I was surprised how grounded he was. Do you have ambitions to potentially flesh him out in a more action-heavy role if a sequel does come to play?
I mean, I love working with David, and he is such a strong actor. It's like you almost forget. He gets on set and then you forget it's him. I mean, he really transformed himself in this. So I think the opportunity to see Gunny kind of get back into the swing of things might be interesting, or maybe there's a prequel. Who knows? Maybe
there's a lot to explore here with this franchise. You knocked it out of the park with this first one. Mr. Ayer, thank you again so much for your time.
Thank you. Amazing. Thank you.
You killed your way into this. You're gonna have to kill your way out of it.